Here we are. They waited for me. Much appreciated. We are in the losers finals of this qualifier A. Night Owl has already qualified through the winners bracket. And so now, one more person will qualify today, and it's going to be either Purg or Robo. We talked about Purg's way through the qualifier, and we talked about him and Night Owl in the finals. So we'll talk a little bit more about what young Robo had to do in order to make it here, as he's going to put on his first goal of the series. Robo played game number 1 against King Ranny. King Ranny had a good, I think he won the first game in that series, and apparently he was doing well, but King Ranny ended up having some server issues since he plays on West and they were playing on East. But either way, young Robo has shown from then on out that he might have been able to pull it out, server issues or not. But he was able to win 2-1 against King Randy. He took down Daniel, who is one of the higher ranked players on the stream, 2-0 in his second matchup, as Purg's going to score on 420. Can we get some 426 in the chat, please? So Robo beat Daniel. In the winner's semifinal, he played Purg, which I'm just now seeing. There's a good reason we go through this. So Purg and young Robo have played already, and Purg won 2-0 in that first matchup. They played in the winner's semifinals. So that is what sent young Robo down into the loser's bracket, where he faced Astro, who he 2-0'd, and then Daniel, who he just 2-0'd very easily. So after Purg sent him down, he's won and brought himself back to Purg. And this is a rematch of a match we already had. Purg was taking that first series, but in our game number 1, Robo is off to the early start. Both these guys fairly ground game players, I'm pretty sure, as we don't see anything too insanely crazy from them. Not like the double flip reset musty that we almost saw from Night Owl a couple series ago. But just clinical ones players that have been able to make it to their at least top 3. Power shot from Robo slightly off. What we saw being Purg's issue in his previous series against Night Owl was not being able to find a consistent, strong first touch or first attack on net, as he's not able to take that ball away. Nice quick play from Robo to put on a third one. But something that we'll want to see from Purg, to see what he starts going for in order to find a reliable attack. This sounds really quiet to me, but as long as you guys say you can hear game sound pretty well, I'd like for it to be about the same sound as me. Robo's gonna get off to a big lead. He says he's lagging though, but he has 32 ping, so he's got better ping than Purg, so certainly not a server issue. Robo taking control of this game. He's been absolutely dictating the pace and everything to do with it. He should be able to. Nice save here from Purg. Something that he did in the Night Owl game to almost stop himself from losing one of the games. But Night Owl did eventually pull it off. But a couple insane saves from Purg, something we've seen from him. It seems like his consistent way to score is some nasty saves to counterattacks, because he has not been able to find a go-to move when given space on offense, and that certainly seems to be his big weakness. Robo is just playing fast and getting buckets, yet to really see what his playstyle is. We'll see more of it today. Purg's long shot not quite in. Purg likes to score with the continued attack. 14 boost for him. He's hoping he can grab a spawn boost. Both of them were going to concede the ball to the other. Purg maybe didn't realize it, so he ends up giving possession away, but a nice 50-50 gets him his third goal. I'm not sure if Robo thought he had an opportunity to low 50-50. He got a little bit too much separation on himself in the ball there. Gave space for Purg to get some momentum and get it over him. He gives himself a what a save, so he's not happy with letting that one in. Robo up early, and with way more boost than Purg, I think he should be able to get a counterattack goal here. He will. Purg was challenging dangerously off kickoff, used the 12 boost that he did have to try and get that shot on net. Robo did well to make his 50-50 touch go out towards the opposition side. Are you too late for toxic chat? Yeah, you are a little bit late for... we were talking more about other toxic people. I don't know if chat was being toxic itself. Robo chips this one high. Or he's able to get ahead of it. Nice 50-50. He's been able to slow down Purg. Or sorry, he's been able to slow down Robo in the second half of this game here. And he's going to tie... Not tie it back up, but put himself within 1. But in the last couple minutes, he's probably been up about 4-1 here, as I think Robo went up to a big early lead. But Purg's figured it out. And his midfield pressure has been able to bring him back in this game. He's got a minute 41 to finish off the comeback. Nice play here by Robo to get around this ball. Greedy off kickoff, does well to go grab that boost. Good touch and wave dash on the wall to get back around this. Corral it and in. An impressive play by our one's god Robo. Robo's recently played one of the Feer 500 contestants in Kinsey. But Kinsey was able to handle him easily in what was a hotly contested game. A little bit of toxicity there. Although it started out friendly, didn't seem like it ended that way. Robo's going to put up a 7th goal here. Interesting to get into the mindset of a Purg who had himself in winners finals and has already beat Robo today, but needs to find whatever it was that brought him there in the first place. Going to have to show back up soon, as he is down 3 in game number 1. This time it's a best of 5 and he has more time to come back, but Robo is going to put on an 8th goal and get closer and closer to securing this game number 1. Robo leaving the net wide open. Good placement. Decision from Purg. When somebody on defense leaves the net as wide open as Robo does, that means he has to rush back as fast as he can. He needed that speed in order to cover the far right side of the net. So a nice placement from Purg to put it behind him. Means he will sneak it past for his 5th goal. He's got a minute to get 3 more. And he might be able to. But Purg currently on a 3-game losing streak. So he needs to see a W get put up on the board in order to gain some momentum back. Trying to take control of the ball with low boost. Robo's going to steal his back corner and get a demo. No pressure on Robo to speed this ball up, but a little bit too slow. And Purg is going to steal it away for his 6th goal. I like the idea of what Robo's doing here with 31 seconds left, up 2. But just a little bit too much of a turn at that last moment away from the ball. Wasn't able to recover for it in time. Didn't think Purg was going to dive, which is an interesting decision because Purg has to dive with 30 seconds left. He needs to get back every goal he can. He's going to try and sneak a kickoff goal. Nice placement from him, and Robo ends up pinching it in. I'm not sure if Purg's first touch was going to go in or not, or if it needed a little bit of help from Robo to find the back of the net. I think it did, as Robo ended up shooting it for him. 24 seconds left. And Purg has got his first 2 of the 3 that he needed much faster than 24 seconds. So he has a whole lot of time to get the next one. This power shot off the close post is saved away easily. Would like to see a little bit of a more dangerous attack from Purg if he really wants to force out a tough save and get that second shot attempt. Robo's going to slam this against the back wall with no boost. If Purg can get under this and maybe gain control, he might have an opportunity, but Robo's slapping it to his own side. It will hit ground, and Robo's going to take game number 1. Here we go, game number 2, Purg versus Robo. We were just talking about how the qualifier did seem to stay on time, but the reason why we had so many best of 3s is because these players are going to have to play through so many matches. Purg is on his, I think, 5th match of the day. Took him 4 to get into the finals, and now he's got his 5th here waiting. And he played 3 best-of-3s and a best-of-5 before this. Robo has had to come through. I think he's played 6 best-of-3s so far today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He played 5 best-of-3s, and now he's on his 6th match, which is a best-of-5. So these guys have been grinding through the bracket today. Absolutely putting in the work. And Robo is streaking now. Up too early in game number 2. Purg has been reeling from his first loss against Night Owl. He might have the terrible distinction of losing 2 games to go, as we call it in the Ultimate world. The games to go to the next level. For us, we call it Nationals. For now, we call it Feer 500. Nice play from from Purg. This is what I want to see more from him. This is the kind of first touch that's very dangerous, and we'll get him going in this game 2. Nice play from him, using that flip to stay at the perfect level to get that read and get that double touch. If we start seeing shots like that from Purg, we can expect him to come back in this game 2 in this series. But he's going to get erased instantly by a Robo kickoff goal. Nothing more important than kickoffs in these 1v1s. Doesn't matter how much you can score 15 seconds off the kickoff if you just lose all your points back right away. Chat absolutely hating Purg's cam settings so far today. Nice slow play from Robo. Gets Purg up in the air. Purg thinking there had to be a flick coming. His pre-jump gets lost. Robo able to get this ball ahead of Purg at midfield. Luckily, Purg was able to hold on to enough boost to prevent the instant shot on his net. He's going to take it away. Robo playing in reverse here. He's able to keep the ball in front of him. Another open opportunity for Purg. Gosh, I keep switching these 2 guys for some reason. Open opportunity for Robo. Purg saw that. Got scared, decided to rush quick. And Robo made the right play, doing a flick as soon as he could. Gets it over him. He's going to put in the 5th goal. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Purg needs to stop the bleeding. I don't know what we need to see, but it's got to be something. Something like that double touch to get his only goal of this game so far. He's going to chip this ball high. I think he needs to flip to grab this boost here. He's electing to play it slow and try and work Robo out. Robo's going to fall on his back and still get around to hit this one. Robo is feeling it right now, as he seems to be in the zone if he's willing to flop on his back to get back to this ball. 6-1 in favor of Robo. It's hard to slow somebody down when they've fallen into their zone like Robo has. Purg needs to find a way to shake off the past few series. We know Purg can win, as he won when they played earlier today. So either Robe got an absolutely great read on him and knew he was going to be able to win the next few when given the opportunity, or Purg is just slowed down. Nice boost still from him. He's got a good possession here that he needs to turn into something. 64 boost, flopping over the ball. This is not what we want to see. We will end up getting this ball in front of the net, but nice clean play from Robo. Is going to keep this ball out for now. Poor pinch for Purg. That ball's flying into the net. He's going to set up the Brazil. Gotta be devastating for Purg, as he's not been able to get this into the back of the net. It seems like when he's given possession and opportunities to shoot over and over and over again, he cannot find the recipe for getting it past the defender. I mean, at this point, he's played Night Owl and Robo and has not been able to find a way. In his defense, Robo has actually been a great defender playing on stream before, even though he hasn't gotten insane wins, he has done a really good job of keeping the ball out of his net. Only the likes of Kinsey have been able to really run the score up against him. And a nice save from him, and a counterattack is going to get him his 8th goal. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left, and Robo's putting himself in an opportunity to qualify for the Feer 500. He's going to put himself 1 game away if he secures this one. Weak flip from Purg is stopped out. No boost from him either means Robo's going to get yet another shot. Robo's in full control of this game. This flick is just not dangerous enough, and Robo knows how to handle it on defense. So he's been able to hit counterattack after counterattack. Purg has got to mix it up somehow. Maybe he needs to go for a couple double jump pops, or maybe air dribble bumps, or something that mixes it up and tries to take the defender out of the play, because the things he's going for now are just not doing a good enough job at convincing that goalie to make a poor save or make a bad decision. Right now, they're not even having to think. A power shot from Robo, 10-1 in this losers final is an insane scoreline, considering Purg won this matchup last time. Purg's only goal so far this series has come from a nice double touch off the wall. It was certainly well deserving of a goal. It was a really nice play, and there's a reason why Robo didn't save it. Now Purg maybe tilting a little bit, thought that ball was going to roll up the wall, tried to jump off of it to get back to it in time, but wasn't able to get a significant touch, and actually just ended up helping Robo 50-50 the ball towards his net. But he's going to go for the air dribble here, which is what I like to see. I like to see a mix-up. Of course, that's not going to work for him either, so maybe he shouldn't listen to me. But I do like that he's mixing up his attacks and trying to work something else out, since what was working for him before is no longer working. Yo, what's up, Legacy? Only Ray is not wrong. All I have to say about Purg is that he absolutely can't do this. There's no way he is coming back in this game, and next thing you know, we're going to be staring down 11-12 scoreline. But no, truly this time, I don't think it's possible. 13-1. Honestly, it's almost impossible for a game like this to not bleed over into the next game. You know, even when someone goes up 2-0 in a series, but they win both games by 1 or 2, you never really lose faith in that other player, but it's almost impossible for a 13-1 scoreline to not bleed into the next game a little bit. It is going to be on Purg to shake this one off as best he can and just close his eyes and go to his happy place and figure out what it was he did right when he won this matchup before, because he's going to go down in this series 2-0 to Robo. You would dare to say Purg is favored. Tom Kelly is the biggest Purg fan we've ever seen, which I love to see. Oh, Purg's bringing out the serious car now. He's had enough of playing in the Octane. Or you know what? Watch him come back in the Octane, just a different Octane. People do that to me all the time. Like, I'm going to bring out the real car. Oh my, I don't even know the car. Please, somebody tell me what this car is called. It's so annoying, it makes a terrible noise. But he's got the big fat car. Robo, I actually think, has played in some various non-standard cars as well. But today he's in the Fennec all day. This flick is high. Robo gets in front of it. Robo's nice, Purg's nice defense. They can just keep mixing these guys up. And a counterattack from Purg, and he's figured it out. He realized the Octane was holding him back. All he needed was a nice hefty whatever this car is to put himself back in the lead, something I don't think he's seen all series. And Robo is worried. Almost a kickoff goal from Purg here. He's going to elect to give away possession. Robo, nice tap to himself off wall. Almost got a nice flip and timed it well to get it over Purg. Purg's shot is not going to be in, but it's okay. So it does not offer an easy counterattack, something that a lot of his shots have been doing earlier. This flick is absolutely savable from Purg. He needs to get an even bigger car, I guess. Certainly thought he was going to be able to get up for this one. Just a little bit of a last-second turn, but I still think, even with that last-second turn, he maybe could have adjusted his car to get behind that ball. Gonna be beating himself up. Not sure he can go for those half challenges like he did. In midfield, you need to be either going or not going, as, of course, only Ray and Debo know all about. You either go or you don't go. And what Purg did was half go. Caused him a goal, but he gets the one right back with a nice 50-50 on his own half of the field. Good counterattack. Purg with the nice dangerous shot to force out a tough save. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we need to see from Purg. And this is the difference that we'll see in the game when he starts putting in these shots, when he has open opportunities that are legitimately very hard to save. Even if they don't go in, he doesn't need to score on all of them. But he just needs to make that defender worried and make that defender going for tough saves that put them out of position. Because what he was hitting before were very easy to save opportunities, which ends up just being passes for the other player. But Purg has got it figured out. I don't know why these guys do not have similar names. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting these two right. But Purg has seemed to figure it out. He's up 2-1. Certainly a much slower game this time around, as Robo had to score every few moments to get the scoreline he got last game. I'm not sure what happened here, but Purg just ends up leaving the ball wide open. I think he was trying to go steal corner boost from Robo, but he didn't even grab it, so he got mixed up. Maybe a weak touch ended up being the reason why that ball was floating out. Able to be power shot in the first place. He's going to lose this kickoff, but might be able to get to this boost in time. Elects to hand it over to Robo in order to stay in front of his net. Robo missed that boost at midfield. Even this flick is so much more dangerous than we were seeing from him in the previous two games. A nice high flick that was headed to the top of the net means that Robo's going to have to get up for a high arcing save, even though he's definitely going to get behind it. He just needs to put on these dangerous attempts, and that's how he's going to get these second opportunities, not from what he was doing earlier. Robo trying to corral that ball quick in front of the net, but Purg does well to bump him out of the play. Robo looking for the bump, and now has to play on his back foot on defense. Another great shot from Purg, and now he's forcing the great defense from Robo that we've seen before. And Robo's going to get rewarded for it yet again. But I liked what I'm seeing from Purg here in this game number 3. A little bit of a inappropriate challenge at the end of that play there, as Robo was able to catch that ball on the top of his car and take it faster than Purg was expecting. Nice quick challenge from him here, and he is going to be able to steal corner boost. Not sure why he wave dashed himself onto the wall. It didn't seem like that helped at all. But he'll lose a 50-50, and he is down once again in game 3. But with 1:42 left, this one's certainly looking a lot better than the previous one. Not counting him out just yet. Nice 50 at midfield away. He's scored a couple goals already. He needs to score this shot. Almost ends up putting it too far on the opposite post, but ends up placing it perfect to tie it back up. 1:30 left to go. Roadhog XL is apparently what this is. I couldn't think of Roadhog, but this is not even the regular Roadhog. It's a special one, right? Robo getting a flip reset. Not really using it for much, though. If Purg had some boost to counterattack, he might be in trouble. Robo's in net. Does elect to go out and grab his boost. Nice shot from Purg. This is what we need to see from him. As all of a sudden he seems to just have decided he's going to put on bangers instead of softballs. Something to do with the Roadhog, maybe. Excellent chip shot here as he takes it across the net power slides back and puts a boomer in net. Don't know where this came from. I don't know what Purg we were seeing in game number 1 and 2. But his mojo is back, and it's back in the form of a Roadhog XL. Fifth goal for Purg. A 2-goal lead. Probably the biggest lead he's seen all series. I think he saw it previously when he went up 2-0 in this game earlier. See if he can get some separation. Robo's going to be wishing this was just a collection of all the game scores and not just win-loss, as he won game number 2 by, what was it, 12? But that doesn't matter. Purg ends up winning this one by 2. It's worth just as many points in this series as Robo's game 2 win. 35 seconds left, and Purg has been in full control. He is leaving himself in a little bit of a dangerous position, but a nice, not so much half flip as just flip turnaround does put him back in a good position to play some defense. Robo taps that ball too hard, ends up giving it away, and Purg, nice counterattack from him all of a sudden. The Roadhog XL is showing that it's the best car for 1v1s. Robo thought he had time to get boost, but Purg had set himself up nicely for a power shot from midfield. He has now doubled up the score of Robo, something I don't think anybody thought was going to happen in this game 3. He did exactly what I said he was going to have a hard time doing, which was get over the fact that he had just lost by so much. It's so hard to come back mentally from that, but right now Purg is showing us that he can. But with 10 seconds left and only a 2-goal lead, I've caster cursed people into losses in much better situations than Purg is right now, so let's not quite call it. Nice double tap from Robo, and with 3 seconds left, we really have only me to blame if Purg is not able to pull this one out. We'll see what kind of kickoff Purg goes for. Needing to only maintain his 1-goal lead. This 0-second ball just needs to get tapped towards the ground. It does get chipped high. Robo's going to be able to get under this, and he's going to put a high floater in front of his net. Purg just needs to be unpredictable with the way he gets it to the ground, and that is as close as it can be to getting on the wall. But it does touch the ground, and Purg is going to prevent the sweep. The Roadhog XL is out, and he's serious. Game 3 goes to Purg, as he's been able to figure out what he was doing wrong. And that was, of course, playing in the Octane, as Flakes has proven that no self-respecting ones player plays in an Octane. But mostly what we've seen from Purg is exactly what we were asking from him, which is just much more dangerous first touch attacks. This one right here is the example of what he was doing in games 1 and 2, where his flick is just far too soft, not nearly threatening enough, which means Robo's going to be able to set himself up for a counterattack very easily. I also don't think that Purg is doing too well in the kickoff battle, as Robo is able to take this one away. Nice clairvoyance from Purg to realize Robo was coming for the bump there. Should have an opportunity to score, but with all that boost lost out, he's not going to be able to finish it off. He's going to slam one off the wall, which ends up just being a giveaway over to Robo. Nice 50 from him to prevent out a shot. Low boost for Robo when he's up early. If Purg had been able to get that touch, it would have been an easy counterattack. Robo trying to take it off the ceiling, but obviously gave up on the play when his first touch wasn't good enough. Purg electing not to go up for the double touch. He wants to play it safe this time around. Was hoping that Robo would give an opportunity. A little bit of a weak recovery off the wall from Robo. He's going to give himself a what a save, because that is going to be goal number 1. Pretty much all on Robo's weak half flip off the wall here. Robo trying to set himself up for a double tap, which he's hit a few times already today, and almost was the reason why he came back in game 3. Robo trying to power this ball past Purg. It's clear that Purg has taken control of the game all of a sudden, something that Robo definitely had in games number 1 and 2. I don't know what my controller is doing. You guys like this? I just thought it was going to fix itself. I don't know why. But anyways, Purg is putting on good attack after good attack, but cannot finish it. Something that's happened to him a lot today. At least this time, those shots were looking like they were forcing very tough saves as opposed to the fairly easy ones. The post has been Purg's worst enemy here. See if he could just bring these shots in by a single ball length. He'd be forcing out save after save after save instead of giving away that little bit of relief that these defenders need by being able to tell that that ball's not going in, hitting that back post. Purg trying to steal the bump, isn't able to. Nice play from Robo. Really good play from him. Not a bad idea for Purg to go for what he did go for. My goodness, literally can't speak. Maybe it's because I haven't eaten yet today. And by that I mean haven't eaten tonight. But anyways, Robo, nice dodge of the bump. Used his wave dash to take that 0 boost goal. Purg slamming it off his own corner. Did not seem like a situation in which he could score, but he does turn it in. Robo trying to get around it and play slow. Thought he had an opportunity despite low boost to take that ball into the net. But Purg using the 100 he got from the corner to rush that ball and take it away. A little bit of a slow play from Robo. This shot is nice, forcing out a touch save from Robo, and now Purg will be able to start his boost starvation. This is something I see quite a few times here from Purg. Something for him to start thinking about. When he gets a few shots going on net, he seems to get a little bit too excited about continuing the play, especially when the ball ends up coming out to midfield. And a single tap from the opposition has been able to get it over him, and then he ends up leaving a wide open net. So he needs to start having a better awareness of when the play is over, and he needs to start playing defense. Kickoff goals can always erase mistakes, though, so he gets one here and ties it back up 3-3. We got a minute 45 left. Purg taps the ball away. Means control goes to Robo. Robo likes to pinch it up high, and this save from Purg isn't going to be good enough. Robo did not think he had an opportunity to score, but this tap off the wall just doesn't connect well. As Purg gets a little bit too far under it, using his flip, he just ends up rolling through the ball, and it falls back down in a very easy to tap in position. Purg going to be beating himself up. Robo trying to connect on the bump. This is a little bit of a mistake from Purg. I think he had an ability to get around and touch this ball away. Nice from Robo to force that tough play, though. Got to give credit where credit is due. Sometimes just getting put in a little bit of an awkward situation because you have to dodge a demo is enough to make it not get back in time. Purg has been able to force game number 4, but it's looking like right now he's not on pace to be able to force the game 5. Robo back to being in control despite Purg being in the Roadhog XL. Kickoffs are the way to victory, though, for Purg in this late 3-goal deficit. Had an opportunity to flick over Robo. Robo was playing backwards there. Seemed like getting the ball high is probably the best situation when someone is rolling backwards. It's going to take them so much longer to get up and stop out a flick. Just also harder to read any play in the air in general. Robo trying to play the slow kickoff. He's had enough of losing those kickoffs. He was able to get around the last one, but he's not going to keep risking it. For a nice play off the ceiling, doesn't quite go in. 26 seconds left, and it's looking like Purg might end up losing 2 games to go. He is keeping the pressure on. He's going to need this one and the next 3 almost instantly. But Robo is known for his defense and is able to keep Purg out of the net for the last 30 seconds. It is going to be Robo joining Night Owl as the second person to qualify today. Let's see if he can put a stylish flip reset musty on. GG from Purg. GG's from Robo. Robo is part of the Feer 500. We'll see Purg tomorrow, hopefully, in a second attempt to qualify in the B qualifier. Game 3 goes to Purg, as he's been able to figure out what he was doing wrong. And that was, of course, playing in the Octane, as Flakes has proven that no self-respecting ones player plays in an Octane. But mostly what we've seen from Purg is exactly what we were asking from him, which is just much more dangerous first touch attacks. This one right here is the example of what he was doing in games 1 and 2, where his flick is just far too soft, not nearly threatening enough, which means Robo's going to be able to set himself up for a counterattack very easily. I also don't think that Purg is doing too well in the kickoff battle, as Robo is able to take this one away. Nice clairvoyance from Purg to realize Robo was coming for the bump there. Should have an opportunity to score, but with all that boost lost out, he's not going to be able to finish it off. He's going to slam one off the wall, which ends up just being a giveaway over to Robo. Nice 50 from him to prevent out a shot. Low boost for Robo when he's up early. If Purg had been able to get that touch, it would have been an easy counterattack. Trying to take it off the ceiling, but obviously gave up on the play when his first touch wasn't good enough. Purg electing not to go up for the double touch. He wants to play it safe this time around. Was hoping that Robo would give an opportunity. A little bit of a weak recovery off the wall from Robo. He's going to give himself a what a save, because that is going to be goal number 1. Pretty much all on Robo's weak half flip off the wall here. Robo trying to set himself up for a double tap, which he's hit a few times already today, and almost was the reason why he came back in game 3. Robo trying to power this ball past Purg. It's clear that Purg has taken control of the game all of a sudden, something that Robo definitely had in games number 1 and 2. I don't know what my controller is doing. You guys like this? I just thought it was going to fix itself. I don't know why. But anyways, Purg is putting on good attack after good attack, but cannot finish it. Something that's happened to him a lot today. At least this time, those shots were looking like they were forcing very tough saves as opposed to the fairly easy ones. The post has been Purg's worst enemy here. See if he could just bring these shots in by a single ball length. He'd be forcing out save after save after save instead of giving away that little bit of relief that these defenders need by being able to tell that that ball's not going in, hitting that back post. Purg trying to steal the bump, isn't able to. Nice play from Robo. Really good play from him. Not a bad idea for Purg to go for what he did go for. My goodness, literally can't speak. Maybe it's because I haven't eaten yet today. And by that I mean haven't eaten tonight. But anyways, Robo, nice dodge of the bump. Used his wave dash to take that 0 boost goal. Purg slamming it off his own corner. Did not seem like a situation in which he could score, but he does turn it in. Robo trying to get around it and play slow. Thought he had an opportunity, despite low boost, to take that ball into the net. But Purg using the 100 he got from the corner to rush that ball and take it away. A little bit of a slow play from Robo. This shot is nice, forcing out a touch save from Robo, and now Purg will be able to start his boost starvation. This is something I see quite a few times here from Purg. Something for him to start thinking about. When he gets a few shots going on net, he seems to get a little bit too excited about continuing the play, especially when the ball ends up coming out to midfield. And a single tap from the opposition has been able to get it over him, and then he ends up leaving a wide open net. So he needs to start having a better awareness of when the play is over, and he needs to start playing defense. Kickoff goals can always erase mistakes, though, so he gets one here and ties it back up 3-3. We got a minute 45 left. Purg taps the ball away. Means control goes to Robo. Robo likes to pinch it up high, and this save from Purg isn't going to be good enough. Robo did not think he had an opportunity to score, but this tap off the wall just doesn't connect well. As Purg gets a little bit too far under it, using his flip, he just ends up rolling through the ball, and it falls back down in a very easy to tap in position. Purg going to be beating himself up. Robo trying to connect on the bump. This is a little bit of a mistake from Purg. I think he had an ability to get around and touch this ball away. Nice from Robo to force that tough play, though. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Sometimes just getting put in a little bit of an awkward situation because you have to dodge a demo is enough to make it not get back in time. Purg has been able to force game number 4, but it's looking like right now he's not on pace to be able to force the game 5. Robo back to being in control despite Purg being in the Roadhog XL. Kickoffs are the way to victory, though, for Purg in this late 3-goal deficit. Had an opportunity to flick over Robo. Robo was playing backwards there. Seemed like getting the ball high. It's probably the best situation when someone is rolling backwards. It's going to take them so much longer to get up and stop out a flick. Just also harder to read any play in the air in general. Robo trying to play the slow kickoff. He's had enough of losing those kickoffs. He was able to get around the last one, but he's not going to keep risking it. Purg, nice play off the ceiling, doesn't quite go in. 26 seconds left, and it's looking like Purg might end up losing 2 games to go. He is keeping the pressure on. He's going to need this one in the next 3 almost instantly. But Robo is known for his defense and is able to keep Purg out of the net for the last 30 seconds. It is going to be Robo joining Night Owl as the second person to qualify today. See if he can put a stylish flip reset musty on. GG from Purg. GG's from Robo. Robo is part of the Feer 500. We'll see Purg tomorrow, hopefully, in a second attempt to qualify in the